Did you know that the Emir of Dubai and Vice President of the UAE has 4 sons-in-law and several wives from the royal family? What about the Emir of Qatar, who moved from working with Al Jazeera News to bidding on the world's biggest soccer teams? Here are the top 10 wealthiest presidents in the world. Number 10. Mohammed VI, King of Morocco, $2.5 billion. Mohammed VI is worth $2.5 billion. He ascended the throne of Morocco in 1999 when his father died. Corruption, riots, and broken promises have left the country unstable during his reign. These protests have not lowered the status of Morocco as a tourist dream destination, although it has left people suspicious of its wealth. Mohammed VI is one of the wealthiest people from Africa, owning significant shares in Ona Group, a mining and retailing company. Number 9. Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, Emir of Qatar, $2.5 billion. Qatar's ruler is an example of the country's wealth. Although not at the top of this list, his $2.5 billion fortune is worth the news. Emir Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani had ruled Qatar since 1995 when his father died. His family has been leading the nation for years. When his father was alive, he worked in media and was a backer of the Al Jazeera News Network. His interest is now in soccer, as he has shown interest in buying clubs like Rangers FC and Manchester United. Number 8. Sebastian Pinera, President of Chile, $2.9 billion. The Chilean president has ruled since 2010. According to Forbes, this politician, entrepreneur, investor, and economist is worth $2.9 billion. He is notably the owner of a local television station, Chilvision, and a board member of the Colo-Colo, the favorite local sports team. But he is respected for his introduction of credit cards in Chile. Number 7. Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Emir of Dubai, $4 billion. Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is the Emir of the Dubai Constituent Emirate. Additionally, he is the Prime Minister and Vice President of the United Arab Emirates. This is a position appointed by the President. He has held these positions since January 2006. Before him, his brother, Maktoum bin Rashid Al Maktoum, held those positions. He has 2 more brothers and a large family of royals. To illustrate, some of his wives come from royal families. 4 of his daughters also married sheikhs, widening the wealth scope for the family. At present, his family's estimated worth is around $44 billion. He is the major shareholder of Dubai Holding and owns the world's second largest yacht. Number 6. Hans Adam II, Prince of Liechtenstein, $5 billion. Johannes Hans Adam II is this man's name. If you have heard of him, you are an art enthusiast. He is the owner of the LGT Banking Group and comes from a family of art collectors. Since 2004, he transferred some of his state powers to his son, Alwa, and has moved away from active rule. His entire family is worth more than $7.6 billion. One of the wealthiest monarchical families in Europe. Number 5. Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of United Arab Emirates, $15 billion. As the Vice President's wealth has surprised you, we did not think you would be moved to find that the UAE President is richer. Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan is worth $15 billion. He has been ruler of Abu Dhabi since 2004, but his role has been with him since 1994. He officially began his tenure as emir after his father died. He owns Abu Dhabi Investment Authority and controls the nation's economy together with his family. His entire family's fortune is roughly $150 billion. Number 4. Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, King of Saudi Arabia, $18 billion. Of course, the King of Saudi Arabia is on a list. The world always has berate Islamic states of their mistreatment of women. However, Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud is known for his reforms targeted at women's rights. Additionally, he is very charitable and quick to temper justice with mercy. According to Forbes, in 2005, Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud's family was worth $21 billion. You can paint a picture 17 years later. Saudi Arabia controls over 18% of the world's oil. and its king and his family are the final say in the pricing system. He is worth $18 billion. Number 3. Hassan of Bolkiah, Sultan of Brunei, $20 billion. For many people, they cannot identify Brunei on the globe. However, Sultan Haji Hassan of Bolkiah, Mu'azzat Wadala, is one of the wealthiest heads of state. Sultan Haji is the 29th Sultan of Brunei and has been the country's prime minister since its independence from the British. He is considered one of the last absolute monarchs of the world. He has an estimated $20 billion and many controversies surrounding him. His family includes 7 daughters, 5 sons, and 10 grandchildren. Yet none of his 2 ex-wives has any royal title or status. Fun fact: the Sultan of Brunei has the rarest and most expensive car collection on the planet. Number 2. Bhumibol Adulyadej, King of Thailand, $30 billion. Thailand is everyone's dream vacation destination. One thing that is commonly observed is how the luxury lifestyle they offer visitors is too overpriced for locals. The sharp contrast makes locals almost worship foreigners. If you know how capitalism works, you will not be surprised that number 2 on our richest presidents list is the Thai king. Bhumibol Adulyadej, the king of Thailand, is worth $30 billion. King Adulyadej has been the nation's ruler since 1946. He named his only son crown prince to take over from him in 1972, while he retired into the background. That makes him the world's longest-serving current head of state and the wealthiest royal head of state. As such, he has a management bureau to oversee his many companies, such as Siam Cement, the largest industrial conglomerate in Thailand. In addition, he has about 3,493 acres of land in Bangkok. Number 1. Vladimir Putin, President of Russia, $70 billion. The current president of Russia and present-day real-life villain, Vladimir Putin, is the world's richest president. The president's wealth is a major secret. That is not the only thing about him that people do not know. In fact, he even keeps his religion and denominational choice a secret from his people and the world. Thus, it is easy to fly other things under the radar. In 2007, during Russia's legislative election, he declared only $150,000. Despite this, Forbes estimates that he is worth over $70 billion. His annual salary is $187,000. The amount is a combination of suspicions and known assets. For instance, he owns 11 luxury yachts and has large stakes in oil companies, including Surganeftegaz and Gazprom's state gas monopoly.